And welcome to the GrowCast Show. This is episode 28. My name is Bam Hardy, your host for today. And we have in our studios today an award-winning financial consultant. Some of his achievements include the $1 Million Roundtable, International Dragon Award, and more. Welcome, Thomas Chen.
Thanks for having me.
That's great. It's good to have you here, Thomas. What does being better than normal mean to you?
Right, so to me, that is an ongoing journey of growth. Whenever we reach to a new level and that becomes normal, we want to achieve even more. So it can apply in our personal and professional life, but it's really about having that growth mindset in essence.
Fantastic. And how are you better than normal, Thomas?
Well, this is something that I love to apply in my profession and business. I always want to achieve more than what I did last year. And this journey of growth is what excites me.
Fantastic. How did you start out in the financial planning business?
Right. So back when I was studying in university, I already knew that I want to start business. But the question is what type of business to start. So personally, I have two rules. One, the rule is to find a business that have low or no startup costs so that there's minimal financial risk. And another rule is to find a business that allow me to have high ROI, returns on investment. So financial planning itself, it fits the bill, and that's when I started it out and have never looked back since.
That makes complete sense. That's very good, Thomas. What are some financial tips you can share with young adults?
Well, for the first tip, it would be to focus on your earning power. A lot of people out there, they are trying to find the best investment, what gives the highest ROI, but without a significant amount of capital to start, I think that the growth will not be significant as well. So it is very important that we start out first by focusing on building our earning potential. So from there, we will have a higher amount of capital that we can use to invest or do whatever to build wealth itself. Second is to really find what gives you fulfillment and buy those things that give you fulfillment rather than just following the standards out there, right? A lot of people, they are in a rush to get married, to get a car, to get a house because it's a societal norm. But do those really give you fulfillment? That's the question that you want to answer yourself before you make any big purchases.
What are some of the common financial mistakes that young adults commit nowadays?
Yeah, I think many young adults, they are focused more on insignificant financial decisions and less on significant financial decisions. So to me, what are insignificant financial decisions? Well, things such as, should I wait for a while more to get my favorite t-shirt at a 10% discount? Should I get that cup of Starbucks coffee? Yes, I respect the financial prudence, but what really moved the needles are significant financial decisions such as, should I refinance my mortgage? How can I increase my earning potential? How can I build multiple streams of passive incomes that would really help them to reach the next financial level? So they would want to focus more on that instead.
So when you mentioned the first point, is it more psychological, like psychological rewards that people should actually partake when they are moving towards success?
Yeah, so I think that many people feel good when they save a couple of dollars. I think it makes them feel like they are very financial prudent. But if we were to really look from it from the macro point of view, it will not make much significance for many years down the road. We want to have needle mover actions that would really make significant differences in our finances years down the road itself.
Oh, fantastic. That's great. What is the best investment you have ever made?
Yeah, so it's getting this book called Unleash the Power Within by Tony Robbins. It really teaches us on how we can break through, how we can unleash our potential, how we can achieve our life purpose and find fulfillment itself. And with that book, I really feel so much more purposeful in what I do, but not only that, also helps me to develop my potential in my personal and professional life.
I'm a big fan of Tony Robbins as well. What is your definition of success?
So to me, my definition of success is to be able to achieve progress every single year in what I set out to do. So for me, if this year I want to focus more on relationship, I want to be a better son, I want to be a better friend, I want to be a better colleague, I achieve it. So it's really about a growth journey itself. And that's why to me, success is something that every single year I have to work on, because every single year there's something to grow on.
So for someone who wants to start a business, what advices would you have for them?
Personally, what I will always encourage people to do is to really know their numbers, because a lot of people make huge financial mistakes or huge financial commitments when they started out their business, and even their business before being able to fly, they crash financially already, right? Things such as perhaps know where are the demands, know how the cash flow is able to come in, know where the supply is at the optimal, know all these numbers so that when they are able to figure out the business, at least they will constantly be in a strong financial position, rather than trying to figure everything out, taking too much financial risk, and then everything would go haywire from there. So the financial part is very important when it comes to running a business.
I totally agree with you on that. So what are the 3 qualities of a successful entrepreneur according to your own perspective?
So quality number 1, it will certainly be resourcefulness. So everyone started out with different amount of resources, but what is important is for us to know how we can maximize what we have in terms of finance, in terms of connections, in terms of our knowledge. How can we maximize the resources we have? Secondly, it is certainly about resilience. I know it's not an easy journey. You come across a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges, but it is those who stay on that will end up finding success. And finally, it is the ability to sell. Because at the end of the day, we are selling one way or another. Selling ourselves, selling our credentials, selling our services, selling our ideas, selling our inspirations to the team. So it is very important to master this quality itself so that we can be able to achieve what we want to achieve.
So Thomas, how does someone do well in a highly competitive business such as financial planning and real estate?
Well, personally, I love competitive business because that means there are businesses to be done there, right? If there's no one there as well, at all, something is wrong. So what I would say is that to find your unique selling point, because a business can be highly competitive, but there can be areas that help you to stand out from the competition itself. And when you are able to find the X factor, that unique selling point, and stand out, you will have an outreach that's even more effective, because people would see that, hey, you are different from all the other advisors or the consultants out there. And that's how you can gravitate more business towards you.
Totally agree with that statement. Who are the 3 entrepreneurs that you look up to and why?
Right. The first is Patrick Bet-David. So he started a financial advisory business as well. And what makes him so amazing is that he's able to revolutionize the business. He makes it relevant, he makes it exciting, and he really pumps in the entrepreneurial element in it. The second would be Tony Robbins. I love how he is always so impact-driven in his business, and that's what I feel business should be out there to do, which is to deliver maximum impact. And finally is Tom Bilyeu. I love Tom Bilyeu, who was the co-founder of Quest Nutrition. Something that I've aligned with him is his growth mindset. And he hosts a lot of interview shows where from there he's able to learn from who he interviewed and become a better version of himself.
And Tom Bilyeu does amazing introductions, don't you think so?
I
Without
love it.
even looking at the script.
Exactly, I was like wondering how it
talk
does
for
it.
like almost 2 minutes.
I know,
Amazing
right?
introduction.
Yeah.
Even wow his host as well.
Yeah, and the people were like, wow.
Even his host is wow from the very beginning. Yeah, I love this guy as well. So what is the most valuable business lesson that you have learned in your life so far?
Sell what the clients want, give what the clients need. So it's definitely important to give them what they need, because on the moral level and on the level of a sustainable business, we need to give them what we need. But we cannot do it right from the upfront, because sometimes our clients will take a while to be open. Our clients will take a while to accept their ideas. So what we need to do is to sell them what they want first, because by selling them what they want, they will be more open-minded. And then from there, we can give them what they really, really need.
And don't you think clients really want to be listened to first before they're being sold something? Don't you agree?
Exactly, right. So that's how we can build that quality relationship.
Oh, fantastic. That's great. So for a day as an entrepreneur for Thomas Chen, Run me through how your day looks like.
Well, I would say I think that I have a longer day than even the employed. So wake up at 8 a.m., start to do gratitude exercises, and then we'll head right into admin work. After that, head to office to do more admin work and meet my clients all the way until dinner time. And usually at night, I will attend some social events, or else I would be continuing to meet more clients. And yeah, essentially that's the day of an entrepreneur. But what I would say is most important is that we find what makes us excited and we inject those in the day so that we will be more motivated throughout.
Do you believe in cold showers?
Cold showers, no. Unfortunately not. Sorry,
You
man, I
always
need my
turn on
warm
the heat.
showers. But yeah, I know a lot of people who attest to the effectiveness of it. Just that shower is something that I enjoy and I want it to stay that way.
I think for you, you need to be in a Zen mode for you to be able to
Yeah, I want to start my
capitalize the
day.
day.
Lovely.
Totally agree with that.
Yeah.
So how do you stay motivated throughout your entrepreneur journey?
Yes, so I have this theory that we need to align 3 P's to what we do, which is purpose, passion, and profit. So profit is the most straightforward. I mean, at the end of the day, our business have to be profitable if we want to survive, especially in an expensive city like Singapore. So purpose is what gives us life meaning, what makes us fulfilled. So we can do exercises such as the 7 levels of why to find our purpose. And personally, for me, it's to impact lives. And the final P is passion, what we enjoy doing. You see, I can be a fitness instructor and still impact lives. But looking at my shape, do you think I can be a fitness instructor? I know the answer to that, so you don't need to reply. Because I'm not exactly passionate about fitness. So I need to find something that's passionate about and aligned to my life purpose, as well as give me a good profit. And then from there, that's the sweet spot. So that is what my business has helped me to achieve with these 3 P's.
I totally agree to that. Thank you, Thomas, for that. So what is the key to finding fulfillment in what we do?
I think it is really about a journey of discovery. I think to me, fulfillment is something that will change along the way. What I find fulfillment now may not be something that it's fulfilling for me in the future. So it is really about a journey of discovery. But how we discover that is to constantly challenge ourselves, put ourselves in tough positions, take up leadership roles, start projects. All of these situations itself, right, will help us to step by step find ourselves. And along this journey, it may change, which is perfectly fine. But that is a journey of discovery itself. And once you discover it, do it. If you find fulfillment in doing a podcast, go ahead and do it. If you find fulfillment in attending personal development courses, go ahead and do it. Because life is just too short, right?
Yeah, I totally agree to that as well. I used to say this to someone before, and it's always this statement. I said, you need to find your happiness. And then finding your happiness is something that will keep you going and finding your purpose in life as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we need to stay happy in everything that we do. Don't you agree as well?
Yeah, beautiful.
So in the face of failures, how should we respond as entrepreneurs?
I think what's very important is for us to practice emotional mastery. I know failures, they are not easy. Sometimes we can be so frustrated, angry, and all the negative emotions would come out. So at that point in time, if we are not able to master our emotions, chances are we will make the wrong moves ahead. So the first step is to really, master our emotions, detach ourselves from it, and really diagnose the problem, the root cause of it, not just the surface cause of it. When we are able to diagnose the root cause, that's where we can come up with solutions that are effective. And then that's how we can overcome our failures, learn from them, and progress from there.
So with such a busy schedule, what are some of the productivity hacks that you can share with our listeners?
Right. I'm a huge believer in environment, that we are a product of our environment, not just the physical environment, but the digital environment, our social environment. So I want to optimize my environment such that it makes me productive. For example, I know that I'm someone who loves to play mobile games, and that's not the most productive thing to do. So what I do is I simply remove all the mobile games from my phone to keep me productive itself, right? For physical environment, I know that if the bed is nearby, I would choose to sleep rather than do my work. So I shift my workplace far away from my bed to ensure that I keep the productivity. So yeah, I'm a huge believer in environment, and that's something we should do.
Very powerful indeed, very powerful. So do you believe in work-life balance?
Personally, I believe in work-life integration because balance is certainly something that's very difficult to define and achieve. But what I believe the sweet spot is that whenever we work, it is part of our life, and whenever we are living our life, it is part of our work. So what do I mean by that? For example, when I'm meeting clients, I feel that it's not really work. It's me living my life because I'm building new relationships. I'm really helping them. I'm finding fulfillment in what I do. And when I'm living my life, for example, I would to watch a movie, etc., there are learning lessons that I can apply to my business, which is part of work. So it's finding this synergy and integration that's really the sweet spot.
Oh, great. That's fantastic. So, Thomas, if you could turn back time and go back to when you were 18 years old, what would you have done differently?
Right, I will take up a sales job right away because I'm truly a believer that sales is being able to sell is a quality that we want to work on and we want to develop on because it comes with communications, it comes with building relationship, it comes with knowing how to convey across your ideas. So many things just come across with it. And whether you are an employer, employee, entrepreneur, sales is something that you need to do and will be very important for you.
And don't you think that in our life, actually, everything that we do is we are selling ourselves
Exactly.
to our parents, to even coaxing a new girlfriend.
Yes, that's selling as well.
Going to a shop and just buying a packet of Milo and just talking to the owner of the shop. Or if there's an intention to sell something, usually we're actually just doing sales all our lives, throughout our whole lives. Don't you agree with that?
Yes, totally.
Yeah. So what are the top 3 books that has changed your life?
So book number 1 is what I mentioned earlier, which is Unleash the Power Within by Tony Robbins. For anyone out there who wants to really achieve your fullest potential, this is a book that you must look into. The second book is Start With Why by Simon Sinek. This book itself allows me to understand the importance of finding our purpose and aligning what we do with that. That's how we can truly feel fulfilled and motivated every single day, right? And the third book would be How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. For those of you who wants to understand how to build quality relationships, understand how to create tribes, understand how to be able to have raving fans and supporters, this is a book for you.
Wow, that's amazing. Who are the other entrepreneurs that inspire you as well?
Other entrepreneurs that inspired me, well, there are actually many entrepreneurs out there, and what I will always make it a point is to find something that I can align and learn from with them. For example, we have people such as Louis House, who was an athlete but had to make a pivot because of an injury itself. So we really learned a lot about resilience and about being adaptable in his journey. Well, we also know about people such as Dean Graziosi, right? Dean Graziosi, who always emphasize on value-based selling, right? Don't just sell for the sake of selling, but sell because you truly believe that this can be of value add to the client. So yeah, many people that I find inspirations from.
Oh, thank you for that, Thomas. What is your long-term vision for your business?
Eventually, what I would like to do is to be an international speaker, to share about financial tips, to share about business, to share about lifestyle to an international audience, because I would love my message to reach out to more people. And then from there, I would love more people to be impacted, and hopefully I'm able to change their life one way or another.
Oh, that's really, really good, Thomas. And if you were to have any last word of advice and a strong statement that you want to share with your listeners, what would you want to share with them?
It would be living life to the fullest every single day. The truth is life is unpredictable. We do not know what will happen tomorrow. So don't wait until tomorrow. Do what you want to do today. And that's how you really can live life to the fullest with no regrets.
Oh, thank you, Thomas. And there we have episode 28 of the GrowCast Show with our amazing guest here. We have Mr. Thomas Chen. Thank you again, and we will see you real soon. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye.